started playing at the age of 8, right?
Yeah, but that time, what inspiration I
Okay,
have.
that time-
I have just joined. At that time, I don't know how big is All England also.
Apart from Gopi Chand, is there anybody you look up to? Has there been an inspiration?
My aunt used to play badminton, my mom's own sister.
Okay.
She is a national player. She used to play with Gopi sir and all. That's how my grandfather joined me in badminton.
It's a combination of luck, hard work, fitness, all put together?
Yeah,
Like whatever?
I have, as I said,
You have a history of injuries.
If you take according to my game, if I have confidence on my fitness, I think I'm really confident on my game.
You are only the 4th player to have won a Super Series, Indian, yeah, after Saina, Sindhu, Kidambi and you. Why is that? We have so many players, don't we?
Yeah, we have so many players. Yeah. In girls, actually, we have only Saina Sindhu. I think they won. But in men's, we have quite a few members. But yeah, if you take Kashyap, he played 7 Super Series semi-finals. And he had a very good chance to win win some 3-4 times. He had a very good chance to win.
Right.
But that's what I said.
Do you have a way to deal with losses?
Obviously. I have lost many matches.
Yeah. You don't have any brands and nobody has approached you. Now the match against Srikanth, okay, he's also your training partner, right? You have a plus also and you have a minus also.
Yeah.
Yeah? There is a lot of mind games also, no, in badminton, no?
There are. In Singapore Open, for example, Sindhu lost in quarter or something. So next day also, I won quarter, Srikanth won quarter, but next day also in paper they gave the big Sindhu photos and Sindhu lost. What about who won? At least that time the people can say that, yeah, they were into the semi-finals.
Yeah.
So that is what, yeah.
Hello and welcome. Today we are at Sai Gopichand National Academy and we have with us the champion of Singapore Open Super Series, B Sai Praneeth. Hello Praneeth, welcome to the show. So how does it make you feel, your maiden Super Series win? Has it sunk in yet, the feeling?
Yeah, the first Super Series, and I felt very happy after winning the Super Series, as many not one from India, only 3, Saina, Sindhu and Srikanth only won, and in men's if you take only Srikanth won, so I think it's a very big thing for me.
Okay, it has been a long wait, right? You've been in the circuit for 7-8 years or something? Yeah. So yeah, and so what was it about like that didn't work in the past, if I can ask?
I have beaten many players, but never won a tournament. Maybe my fitness or something was less compared to now.
Okay.
And yeah, I have been playing well, but the time also matters. You have to get in correct time. So I think before this tournament, I have trained for 1.5-2 months continuously. I have not played All England and Swiss because of an injury.
Right.
I think that also helped me in playing 3 tournaments, and 3rd tournament I won. So I think I could feel the fitness difference between before and now.
Okay. You mentioned correct time. What is it about this right time? Because I've read it somewhere, and also I'm asking you this because you've like actually stunned a lot of players, like you've said, world number 1 and all those big players, okay? But then you've never kind of won a tournament, or you've not been able to cash in on that, or you've not, like somebody said, convert your wins into tournaments, you know? So what's that? What was it all about? What's that right time that you were saying? What is it?
I'm not talking about the right time, but you have to get your time. You will have some time, then in that time nobody can stop you. As in, like, if you take Srikanth also in 2014, he was at this peak. Nobody could stop him.
Okay.
So everybody will have some time where you can shine or something. I think that you have to need, but yeah, if you take in men's singles, especially, the competition is so high. Okay. And if you take all top 50 players are equally the same game. You can't.
You mean internationally?
Internationally, and you can't tell that I will beat him for sure or I can beat him for sure. Yeah, I have beaten many top players, But even the second round, the other round players are also equally fit or equal game which I have. So every match is 50-50.
Okay.
But yeah, I have beaten top players, but next also I have not loosened, badly, but I still fight. It was a close matches.
Okay.
So in men's singles, it was always a close match. No match is easy.
Right.
Yeah,
So in a nutshell, do you think this right time that you're talking about, it's a combination of luck, hard work, fitness, all put together?
Yeah,
Like whatever?
as I said, I have.
You have a history of injuries.
Yeah, I have trained for 1.5 months. I have only just playing. Others went to All England, Swiss, other tournaments, but I have continuously trained for 2 months. I think that also matters because fitness. If you take according to my game, if I have confidence on my fitness, I think I'm really confident on my game.
Right. Okay. Now 7 years is a long time, right? For you to wait and want to have that big win also, because in between some people also called you a one-time wonder. Like you go there, you beat a big player, you shine, and then there's no news of you. So dealing with it for a long time, how has that been upon you, your psyche, your body, your mentality, mental?
I think in all sports it's the same. If you win, people say, "Oh my God!" And if you lose, people will start this. But you can't keep that in mind. If you take that in mind, I think you can't play all these things. And I think in that way, I think all my Gopi sir and all are so supportive. They have belief that one day, or maybe my parents or anybody, even myself, I thought, okay, I have a bad time going, but someday I can win some big. I know that. So just keeping that in mind and going training.
But was there a kind of pressure?
Yeah, obviously there will be pressure because others are performing, and if you don't perform, you are. And in between also I was injured.
Yeah.
So I think injury, after that my game went down and my ranking went down from 32, 33 to 80. So it all happens in a sport. So you can't leave it because of that. You have to overcome that and you have to train harder so that one day you'll get. And if you take in badminton, is the toughest sport, so you can't win each and every tournament.
Why is it the toughest sport?
The competition is so high. Among badminton players, what I'm talking.
Right.
So you can't win every international tournament. So as if you take winning a big tournament is once in a while for India.
Right.
I think now we are doing better and better. So I think everything matters.
Right. Like you yourself said, Praneeth, you are only the 4th player to have won a Super Series, Indian, after Saina, Sindhu, Kidambi and you. Why is that? We have so many players, don't we?
Yeah, we have so many players. In girls, actually, we have only Saina Sindhu. I think they won, but in men's, we have quite a few members. But if you take Kashyap, he played 7 Super Series semi-finals. And he had a very good chance to win win some 3-4 times. He had a very good chance to win.
Right.
But that's what I said. We have to be lucky enough for the time. You don't know when it comes, because I said all the players are equal. It's not that you can surely win any match. So someday it will come for every person. I think this is the time I got, but somewhere or the other everybody can win. But if you take overall in international circuit also, not as if you take only Lee Chong-wei, he is winning very consistency. But if he doesn't play or Lindan doesn't play, I think the tournament is open. Each tournament is won by some other player.
Which happened this time.
Yeah, which happened many times. Even last year also, if they don't play, I think the tournament is open.
Yeah. So we don't mean to take anything away from you that you won this, but the fact that these big names were not in the tournament.
There are big names. If you beat them, it's well and good. But if they are not there, then there is a chance to just take it. Then you have to take it somehow.
Right.
So I think in that way, I got a chance and I just won. I think for that I am very happy. But if I could have lost all or in the semi-finals or finals, then I would have been a big disappointing one, because I have got a chance and you didn't took it. But again, we don't know when when you can
Yeah.
get a really big chance to win a big tournament.
Right.
So,
So
yeah.
if you had lost, that would be like a big loss to you.
Yeah,
Like,
obviously.
yeah. Okay. On the brighter side.
Like, because I know Kashyap and all felt very bad that
I'm
he
sure.
have got many chances, but he
I'm
didn't
sure.
took. He almost he lost third game 21-19 in semi-finals, like that, very close matches. So I think it will be a very disappointing thing, because he know there is a chance to win a tournament as their guys are not there. So yeah, it feels
How does
really
a player
bad.
deal with such losses?
It-
Like, I want to actually ask this to Kidambi, but
it's a part of game. You have to just move on. Maybe for 1 or 2 days you will feel bad, but later on, once you start practicing again, there will be some other tournament coming up. So you have to just leave that and focus.
Do you have a way to deal with losses?
I have lost many.
Yeah, so
I got used to it. I think I have to deal with now. After winning, I have to
winnings.
deal how did I win and all.
Okay.
I think as I said, many are not winning consistently.
Right.
Just beating top players. Everybody is beating top players, but many are not winning. So I think if you win many things, then that is a different.
Right.
But if you win once in a while, that is a big thing. So if losing, you have to just take some positives from that, and you keep on working on.
Okay. Since you're trying to get used to the wins, how are you trying to get to adjust yourself and used to the wins? You said you're used to losses already, right?
Yeah,
You're trying
obviously.
to.
I have lost many matches.
Yeah. So
No,
that's
I
over
still
now.
have to make used to winning this. I just won one tournament. I hope that I win many more. So
Okay,
after that I will tell you for answer for that.
Okay, before I go on to the rest of the questions, how did you celebrate your win? I don't know, Gopichand sent you a message or something, no? Did he?
Yeah,
Or before the finals?
No, after semi-finals. Because if you take from his view, he has already got a silver and a gold. So nothing for him to talk personally before the match or just congratulated after the match, but nothing to talk before the match finals, because he has got anyway his medal. Okay. And yeah, that's it.
So how did you celebrate then?
In Singapore, I really didn't have any time, because I played my final last day and next day I have came back to Hyderabad. But academy players celebrated here. We went for lunch. So, and yesterday I celebrated with my family members.
And how many interviews have you given so far?
I didn't count, but I have given quite a lot.
You've given? Yeah, okay. On the brighter side, Praneeth, like we said, we already knew that we were having the medal, right? We were having the title because two Indians were playing, and it's a history.
Yeah.
Now, it's a feat that only, big names in badminton enjoy. China, Indonesia, Malaysia,
Denmark.
if I'm not right.
China, Indonesia, Denmark.
Oh, okay.
For India is the fourth country.
All right. Okay, yeah. So now, do you think like things are brightening up for India in that sense?
Yeah, definitely, because if you see from 4 years back, I think men's singles from India has been really picking up.
Yeah.
And Srikanth won his Super Series, and if you take Kashyap also, he has a very good performance. He has won Commonwealth, and he has performed. As I said, he has beaten Chen Long, many players, and he has played many semi-finals, and slowly now the performance, before maybe once in a while men's used to get performance, but here in regular tournaments one or the other are getting good performances. If you take last year, Samir played finals in Hong Kong, and before that Ajay played finals in Korea. I think the gap is getting reduced and we are getting a good results frequently. I think in future I hope we'll get results consistently.
Right. Okay. Now the match against Srikanth. Okay, he's also your training partner, right? And you've played with him for as long as you've been in the circuit. Yeah. Okay. So it works both sides, right? Like you have a plus also and you have a minus also.
Yeah.
Like he knows your weakness. You
obviously,
know his weakness.
As we are practicing for about last 8 years.
Yeah.
8
And
years
you won
together.
5 against the 6 times that you all have met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That really doesn't matter.
But did it
because
somewhere?
when initially when he came to the academy and he was just juniors and all, I was a bit senior player.
Oh, you're senior.
I mean, not senior in the sense I started performing good before him.
Okay.
So that time he was a bit, I mean, he was just 1 year younger to me, but still
Okay.
he was a junior when I was senior. I mean, performing in the senior.
Right, right.
So yeah, that time I have beaten him twice, thrice. But later, if you see from last 2 years, last 2 to 3 years, we have just met 3 times.
Okay.
Where he won once in Syed Modi.
Okay.
Again, this year Syed Modi I won, and this is the third time.
Oh, okay.
But
So you don't want to count the
yeah, I don't
first
want
one.
to, because once he started his performance, then after that we met only 3 times.
Right, okay. But in this match also, he won the first game, right? And you were slow even in the second. Like he had the lead, right?
Yeah, 6-1.
Yeah, okay. So, did that anywhere, like did you actually think you would eventually win it?
Before the match, yeah, I thought there is
Everybody
a chance.
won.
There is a chance
Okay.
because yeah, we already practiced, and equally I have a chance how much he has.
Like both of you all
Both
know
of you have
each other.
Yeah, 50-50
so if
match.
he has a right.
Yeah, so
has
if
a
he
chance,
thinks he has a chance, then I think I also have a chance.
Right.
So yeah, I lost the first game and was down 6-1, but I was not thinking about the result. I mean, yeah, I didn't thought that okay, I lost this game or yeah, I could win or something. But 6-1, I was just feeling something was going bad. Just thinking about that, and slowly it was 5-6, then 7-all. Then my confidence has gone a bit high, and
And
my
you
strokes.
think he lost it? The
Huh?
confidence? Do you think he lost confidence when you started
No,
to
I
up your
don't
game?
think he suddenly lost it confidence in the
Okay.
second game. Maybe in the third game, initially when I was started getting points. I think he felt a bit pressure because his strokes were also not going, and some 2-3 lifts he lifted outside. So I think he was a bit uncomfortable. I just felt like that. But how much he's lost his confidence, that I don't know.
Okay. How do you see yourself as a player? A lot of people say that you're very, I have never read that you're aggressive, I don't know, but you're very risky is what people say.
Yeah, I think but people say I'm very risky, but
Well, what's your take? What kind of a player do you see yourself as?
yeah, I'm a basically stroke player.
Okay.
Yeah, not a powerful game like Shrikant. Shrikant is a powerful, he has a very good smashes. He can go outright smashes. He can do every rally. He can smash. I can't do this. So I'm just a stroke player.
Okay. There is a lot of mind games also, no, in badminton, no?
There are, but yeah.
Are you good at it?
I don't. I just use my mind on myself, not on opponent. That some tactics and all. But yeah, there are mind games. Some Europeans, they are always try to irritate players and something like that. But I really don't do. Can't do all that.
Right. Okay. Now, as a men's single player, do you think, like Saina and Sindhu deserve all the, limelight and whatever they are getting because of their wins, obviously. Saina was the first #1 from India and Sindhu has followed it up. But at some point, do you think that men players are a little overshadowed?
Yeah, obviously, as their performance is quite long. They're outstanding, and but still, if you compare the competition, then men's singles winning a super series is a very big thing.
Right.
Not many won. So I think whenever we do this thing, then we have to at least get highlighted.
Yeah. So do you think it's also because
if you take like in Singapore Open, for example, Sindhu lost in quarter or something. So next day also I won quarter, Shrikant won quarter, but next day also in paper they gave the big Sindhu photos and Sindhu lost. What about who won?
The one.
At least that time the people can say that they were into the semi-finals.
Yeah.
So that is what,
Yeah, I get that. So do you also think it's about, I remember when Saina was coming up, people took notice of her when she started winning one after the other. And then, Sindhu came in the picture and then all focus was on Sindhu. Of course, like I said, she's backed it up with wins. But do you think in that sense, men players have to be a little more, it'll take a while for them to come into the limelight? Like you, the example that you just gave, you guys won and Sindhu had lost, but still people were talking about the loss rather than the win. So do you think it'll require a little more time? And a lot more from the men's singles players?
As I said, yeah, the competition is too high. You can't expect every tournament to win in men's also. But yeah, if you take in women's singles, they're, they're performing consistently. I mean, they are already at that level.
Or do you think it works that there are only two women players who get talked about?
Yeah.
So it's either Saina?
If you think there are only two
single.
players, and Saina has started performing. She's the first person who started performing so big.
Yeah.
So suddenly from then, obviously she will be in limelight, yeah, she kept on winning. I mean, she was very consistent on that. So I think she has got her what she deserves.
Yeah.
And later Sindhu also, she also won directly. Her first medal is World Championship bronze medal.
Yeah.
So after that also she never won a Super Series. Then again a World Championship bronze medal.
Right.
And later on, last year China, she won her first Super Series. So
Yeah.
but before that she won a big medals. I think, yeah, that's what matters. But still in men's singles, if you take, as I said,
because Srikanth has been, he had a good ranking. He was world number.
He was 3.
Yeah,
so
then
also he was
go.
not. Then
Exactly.
what answer should I give?
Exactly.
What should I give? I can't give an answer for this.
Yeah, I remember.
He was world number 3.
I know.
I don't know. Many people know this also. I don't know.
No, I remember talking to him and he had actually made a statement saying, I didn't even know that my win would get talked about more than Saina or something like that.
That time.
Yeah, he had said.
But
also,
because as it is, he was the first men to win. I think that was, yeah.
Okay, so do you think now this win, okay, first answer on injuries. How have you dealt with injuries? Because you have a history of injuries, you play big and then you come back and you're injured and then you take rest and then you play again. So how have you worked on your injuries?
Yeah, we have a physios and I have in between after 2014 and some mid 15, but I have got some injury which I couldn't even, nobody couldn't really understand why it is coming, because it used to come suddenly. Sometimes it doesn't come, but later on we figure it out what exactly it is.
What is it?
It is a shin injury. It's because of like stiffness or more of stretching and all. So slowly I have been releasing, doing things, stretching every day, and now it is gone. And and in between last year also I have injured my shoulder, and again after 6 to 7 months again I injured in Syed Modi final. So
after this win you're not injured. Thank God. Thankfully.
So,
okay.
I'm just have to know what to do and all. So I'm just working on it so that it doesn't come again.
Right. So now, do you think this win is going to be a turning point in your career?
I hope it will be a turning point, as I've got my confidence and the way I think I have played the tournament. Once I start winning my pre-quarter and quarter, after winning my quarter, I think I was very confident on my fitness.
Okay.
And in semi-finals, I really felt that I have a big confidence on my fitness, so nothing to worry. So I hope it follows, and I just working on my fitness. I think game, I don't have any problem in playing my game. If I'm fit, I know I can play.
Okay, all right. Now, with this big win, Super Series win, have you been approached by brands?
No, as of now, no. Nobody.
You have sponsors?
I just have Yonex.
You just have Yonex. And ONGC?
ONGC is a job. I have got it long back when I was 18.
Oh, okay.
They just pick up people from play their company and they give jobs.
Okay.
So me, Pranoy and all at the age of 18 only we have picked up by ONGC, and Srikanth, Kashyap, Ajaya from Indian Oil.
Okay.
So basically all the top players are from oil companies, these oil companies.
Okay. All right. And Yonex, you have like a sponsor.
Yeah.
You don't have any brands and nobody has approached you. Okay. Now, what I want to ask you is, like, there have been players even in the past, I'm not just talking to you, you've just won your Super Series. There has been Kidambi, like we said, who has been world number 3. There has been Kashyap, he's won so many, he's created history at the Commonwealth, right? After 32 years, okay? Nobody, I think, has had that feat that Kashyap actually has, And there have been many more players in the doubles, and now you're also there. Why do you think the men players don't get endorsements? Why I'm asking you this is you play, you've done your job, okay? Now endorsements help, right?
Yeah, help,
And
but
also
yeah,
because
if
in this
you
age and
answer,
time.
if you question me, I don't know why they don't want boys. I don't know. You have
Okay.
to ask the brands why you don't take men.
What's your opinion, but like, what do you think? I do know that it took a long time for Sindhu also to get. Sindhu's gotten endorsements only after her Olympic silver
I
medal.
think before also she had
She
some small,
Small
at least, yeah,
ones.
that is will be.
Saina was the only one who was enjoying it.
Yeah,
like,
I think
she had.
by then she had all medals. I mean,
And she deserved it.
Yeah,
I mean,
she
like,
deserved,
She
yeah.
deserved it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she deserved.
But what we're saying is like the men players also deserve it. Like we spoke, Kidambi was world
yeah,
number
like
3. He's never gotten a.
Yeah, like if you see for Sindhu also already Saina have a big result.
Right.
So if Sindhu comes also, they'll like, yeah, okay, she has also have a good result. But if you take in men's, oh, this is the first time. Whatever you do is a history in men's.
Yeah.
If you see.
Yeah.
So that people have to
Wake
up and they have to see. They can't compare with cricket like he is hitting a century, why he is not hitting, and we just take him and not him. If you have to see as a badminton as a history what we have in the history and now what we are getting, and also that if you see that, I think winning Super Series is a very big thing for
because
in Indian badminton.
Exactly, because I could be wrong, but I think Gopichand was the only one who last did an endorsement or refused it or whatever. I don't think there is any male player.
Yeah, I don't
any
think
male.
so. Yeah, nobody.
Would you? Does that make you feel bad?
Yeah, I can't really.
Okay,
think,
not bad. Does that
mean,
make you feel?
Yeah, I really
why?
can't think about myself because there are many. I mean, there are few more who achieved before me. So I think if really if Srikanth won his first Super Series, then he got some brand, and if I won now and I am not getting, then I can really feel bad.
Yeah.
But even he don't have or Kashyap don't have, then I can't think of anything. Okay, even they also don't have, what can I do? So obviously it feel bad for every person. I mean, who Srikanth also and Kashyap also, but yeah.
Because I think Srikanth is that in that 1 point, he's the only male player who's in that 1.5 crore bracket.
Yeah.
But that's also because of Yonex and stuff like that. Yeah, okay. If endorsements come your way, like you would pick up anything and everything?
Obviously, I will pick up for sure, but looking at what is that, I'll obviously.
Okay, all right. What's your next aim, Praneeth? What are you working on? What are you looking forward to?
Yeah,
what's coming up?
After 1 month, I will be training 1 month, and after that I have Thailand, Indonesia, and Australia. Then mainly I think as of now is that the 3 tournaments.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, okay. I have to ask you this because I ask this to everybody, all the players that I meet, because they're all from the Gopichand's Academy. How much of credit or, from your success would you give to Gopichand?
I think the maximum credit for him as I have the one of the first batch of Gopisas. So when I have joined my badminton, career at the age of 8, he was a player. I saw him right from the small. He was seeing me right from the very young age, and my first Yonex racket, I think he only gifted me after he winning All England. I think as he started his academy, I was one of the first batch. So I think he started his academy, and he has did a very big thing for Indian badminton. So I think he has good facilities over here. I think he's a very big player, he know what a player needs and what we have to give, and keep updating about what the training program or what's happening internationally. Used to come tournaments, used to look at other country player, what's happening, and used to observe the game. He has that knowledge to pick up. He has achieved so much that he can see and pick up what's going on, so that we can implement in our training practice. I think his efforts are
unparalleled.
Yeah.
So when you were going through this loss hall, like you wouldn't win, and sometimes, was he one of the people who pulled you up and who believed in you? Like, did he have like a chat with you or something? Did he say anything to you?
Not a regular chat, but once in a while he used to tell me, you have to do this. If you do this, I think you are good. As I said, if I have fitness, if I am fit, I can give a good performance. And he also knows that. He just used to tell me that. And yeah, if injury happens, yeah, he just tells me that take your time.
I think he's the best person for injuries because that's what
Yeah,
his
so he
career,
also
right?
knows. He also tells me that if anyone is injured, please don't rush. You just take your time, recover, and then train and play. You don't rush. If you rush again, the injury don't come and you can spoil your career or something.
Right.
So he just keeps telling me. So that's how I skipped my All England and Swiss. He also told me that you train, don't rush.
Okay.
Again, you will fully fit, 80%, 70% fit. You don't rush. Take your time. You have a long way. It is not your career ending or
Right.
something. So you have time. You just train. So that I have played India, Malaysia and Singapore 3 continuously.
Right.
If I would have maybe played All England and Swiss, maybe I would have skipped Singapore.
Yeah.
Because who played that didn't play all the 3 tournaments.
Right.
Like for example, Srikanth, he played All England and he didn't play Malaysia. He played Singapore and India. If you take Pranoy, he played All England and Swiss. He played India Open. He gave entry for Singapore, but he didn't give entry. He gave entry for Malaysia. Didn't play in Singapore. If you take Samir also, he didn't play Malaysia, came Singapore. So yeah,
Right.
It has been worked out. Yeah.
Right. Apart from Gopichand, is there anybody you look up to? Has there been an inspiration? You started playing at the age of 8, right?
Yeah, but that time, what inspiration I have?
Okay,
I have just joined. At that time, I don't know how big is All England also.
Oh, okay.
Later on, I know.
Did you join like out of your own interest? Like you picked up the racket, or was it like your parents saying that pick up a sport?
My aunt used to play badminton. My mom's own sister.
Okay.
She is a national player. She used to play with Gopi sir and all that. So my grandfather joined me in badminton.
So it's in the family. Badminton is in the family.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's why you didn't know.
No, I didn't know.
Okay, but forget about when you were 8, when you grew up, and has there been an inspiration, somebody who's like been a constant support and for you to be a badminton player?
Yeah, I think my grandfather, my parents. I think initially my grandfather has supported me a lot.
Okay.
So later on my parents also, once I choose this as a career, then my parents also supported. I mean that time the sport was not so big. I think, and they were like, they supported a lot, that they doesn't mind, okay, you play, studies doesn't mind. So I think not many would have done that time. Now the sport is so famous that everybody wants their child to play badminton, but that time it's not like that. So I think
Okay, give me a last word, Praneeth, with your this win, and I want this for the men's players. Okay, we've had the women's players already, and they have their name and whatever. Yeah, though we would require more Sainas and Sindhus, but then you give me the last word on men's players with your win. And there have been Kashyap, Kidambi in the past, and Srikanth is still playing, Kashyap is still playing, and I'm sure there are others.
Still playing.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are others that I'm missing out on. Guru Saidar,
everybody, everybody is playing.
Yeah, so it fluctuates the consistency, but you guys are trying. So what do you want to see happening to men's players from all aspects, from yours as a player, from the world outside, recognition, endorsements, highlight or whatever? Like what are you looking forward to, and what would you like, the kind of changes?
If you take in badminton circuit, I think now all the world knows about the capabilities of Indian singles players.
Right. Yeah. You're talking about men, right?
Huh?
You're talking about men players.
Yeah, Indian men singles, I told.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think everybody, nobody takes light, because before, India country, but now I think they don't take really light, I think. So in
the players don't take Indians light.
In badminton circuit, if you take now,
Okay.
I think that way Indian men singles have done quite a good job, and I think it goes on more and more consistency and winning medals.
Would you be able to tell me what is there, like what do they fear in Indian players? Like for example, China is known to be aggressive, right?
That depends on each player. If you take about Pranoy, he is very aggressive on court. He shouts and all. But if you take me, I don't really shout so much. But it depends on players and players. Yeah, that doesn't really matter.
Okay. So just tell me, like, what are you looking forward to? You've answered that, on the circuit, badminton circuit, players are scared. Like players don't take, not scared, don't take Indian players lightly.
Yeah.
In terms of other things, like, you know, in terms of, because you also guys need to grow, right?
Yeah,
When you
I
won
think-
something for the country.
Yeah, I
you
think,
know.
yeah, media have to, or any, if you take brands or any sponsor, they have to also just look up about men's singles has been, yeah, if you...
In the form of support.
In the form of support, yeah. We don't have 10 or 20 Super Series winners, that whoever wins, at least they
Right.
have to encourage them, or
Yeah.
at least whoever wins. So I think in that way it could be more better here from in India.
Hopefully that
men's
will
singles,
happen.
yeah.
All right. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Praneeth.
thank
It was
you.
really nice talking to
Thank you.
you. Thank you.
Hi, I am Sai Praneeth. Please watch my exclusive interview with Rupam Jain in iDream Sports. Please do subscribe.